Are you concerned about Sidney Crosby there, Jackie boy?
Ooh.
What's wrong?
A little bit after yesterday's news.
He quit.
Yeah,
He's done.
Yeah.
He's picking up
Straight up
pickleball.
quit.
He and Tom Brady are investing in pickleball. Yeah.
What happened?
Well, Sid is always, he doesn't say a whole lot.
No, he's quiet.
He's not a poop disturber.
I got some quotes from you for you.
I know.
Ready?
We'll get into it here.
Yeah.
It's not like he came out and it was not like salacious and racy. But the fact that there's any kind of talk about it, his agent, kind of, do like winning. Winning's fun.
Haven't done a lot of that in
It's great.
Pittsburgh the last few years.
Kind of want Sid to be in a spot where he could do some of this winning.
Yeah.
It'd be great if that's Pittsburgh, but very weird
Oh, I like it.
to kind of tiptoe into because
this
they have been
dumbass
very,
message.
there's been no Sid controversy ever.
Usually this gets tamped down pretty hard right
Yeah.
away. And it's like Sid's a one jersey player. This isn't going to happen unless Sid wants it. And now the agent may have just cracked the door open and Sid can keep that posture. But I think it's clear for Kyle Dubas, like you either have to get this team good right away or there might have to be some tough conversations.
And
I feel like they've already been trying to do that, though.
Oh, they've been trying. It's just they're nowhere near competitive.
No,
right?
now
so when's the tough conversation?
that's the thing. He can try, but I don't know.
Yeah, they've been giving away firsts for a decade and a half. Like it's
Not anymore.
They're in
have
full
they?
teardown mode now.
correct. And it's the last year of Malkin. And I think Letang comes up pretty soon. 2 years left on Carlson. You could probably move, I believe. I'm spitballing. But I
Sounded
think
like
that's
it, yeah.
right. And then Sid signed when we were in Penticton around this time last year for the prospects tournament. And we're like, oh my God. Like I was sort of disappointed because it's like, I want to see him in the playoffs. And it's like, well, no, but he's a one jersey guy. And that's sort of the whole push and pull of it is that there aren't many guys that just play with one jersey their whole career anymore. It's pretty rare. And he is through and through a Penguin. And Mario Lemieux was his first billet in Pittsburgh, so to speak. He lived at Mario's house. He was a one jersey player. But at the same time, it's like, damn it. You watch Sid at the Four Nations, you're like, fuck, he still got it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wouldn't this be great on a contender in the NHL playoffs and best of sevens?
Is Mario a one jersey guy if he doesn't get?
Well, they owed him a lot of money.
Ownership of the
Yeah,
school.
he kind of had to be,
been.
right?
He was dying to leave. Right?
They just owed him $30 million or whatever.
It's great in hindsight. It's like I'd have been out of here in a heartbeat if I could have. And I think that Four Nations tournament was a real eye opener for everybody.
I agree. I don't think it was just Sid. I think when you get the McDavid, MacKinnon, Crosby all in the same room and guys start talking about, like what are our situations? What does everyone make? How do we win cups?
If only for him because he was still so dominant.
Yes, exactly.
In a tournament with young
best on
studs,
best. Yeah.
he was still in the elite class of all of them.
So what do you do if you're Sid? Like I'm like, how far do you steer it? If you want out, we're playing games here. We're
I think
reading tea leaves. No, I know. Okay,
If
so
it's
if he wants
what he-
out, but do you steer? Are you stipulating? Well, I don't care if you get anything in return. I'm going to Edmonton just to piss people off.
Well, just to use the example, if he wanted to go to Colorado to be with McKinnon, I think he says that.
Yeah. If he wants to go to Montreal,
I'd like to end up in Colorado.
like on Noodles' show yesterday, they kicked it around a bit because this is when the agent's quotes came out. And Montreal was his favorite team growing up. He was asked about Montreal. Oh, I grew up a Habs fan. Of course, Habs fans are just like, oh my God, Sid's coming. And it's like,
That'd be
the
cool.
guy's allowed to talk about teams he cheered for when he was a kid. Doesn't mean he's telegraphing he's going to Montreal. But they sort of said, okay, Demidov for Crosby. Who says no? Who needs to add more? You got a guy who's 38 with a couple of years left on his deal versus someone who's played 10 games in the league, but looks like, on the high end could be a superstar. How does that deal happen? And that's sort of the question we're getting. Like, does Sid stick handle? I think personally, he waits until see what the team is. And if it's as bad as we think they're going to be,
Oh, sure. Yeah.
See,
then it becomes like, okay, Kyle, let's sit down in the office and let's see what works for both of us.
Remember when they were talking about Shane Monahan and Gaudreau or whatever to Columbus, I think. And the point I was getting at was, well, I don't want to give something up to get something in return. And I'm looking at you talk about Demidov in Montreal, whatever. Yeah. That's great for Pittsburgh. Like, and I'm not saying one wins or the other. I'm just saying if I'm Sid, I'm going, no,
I want to play with that guy.
I want that kid there because that's.
And Colorado's like, well, we'd like to have both of them.
Yeah.
We'd like to have Sid and this young player that you're asking.
That's my That's what I'm saying is that if I'm Crosby and I decide I want to go somewhere, I don't want the team to have like I'm going there because I want to win. And
The seller never gets market value though in these, do they?
no,
I think over the years every situation's different. Usually it's an expiring contract on a UFA, and you think about what Marchand got for Boston, and you think about what
it would be future.
Tarasenko got for St. Louis. You think about what Jerome got for Calgary when he picked his spot. When you're the buyer, yeah, we want the player, and I know that here's what you want. But between the pressure of the player, especially here,
Yeah, Sid could basically say I'm going one place, and what are you gonna do? Say no to him?
are you going to be hardline stance on Sid when he's set on what he wants?
He's a Mount Rushmore player. You're gonna do what he tells you to do. It's kind of like the McDavid contract. Like he's gonna tell you the number.
God, I hope he leaves because that sends a clear message to Connor in the cultural capital that it's okay for you to F off.
Yeah, I don't think Connor's worried about that right now. I think he's very
It's
much
just-
open to it. But I
it's
agree.
just another
The more
guy.
that we see player movement, the more guys don't feel like they're going to get, strung up in the town square and hung in front of a jury for it, right? The perfect fit for Pittsburgh and Sid would be a contender that has a very nice system of prospects and futures. Because that way Sid can go there and the team's still good and the Penguins can get stuff in return. The problem is like your Florida, Tampa, Edmonton, Toronto's are the bottom 5 to 6 systems in the NHL. Dallas has traded their next 2 first. Vegas has traded their next 2 first. Edmonton's traded their next first. Florida's at a first for 2-3 years. Like that's where this becomes a little stickier for Dubas. If he wants to go to a team,
Dubas ain't getting nothing in return.
and so that's why Montreal is an
Yeah.
interesting fit because they've got a top
I
5
think
pipeline
Montreal-
in the league.
to further that thought, just
They'll
when
see
you
some-
think of the greats of Montreal,
oh man,
the jerseys up, these were all first class,
Yeah,
right? Like we said.
yeah. Jean
You don't hear
Beliveau,
boo
like just
from-
the classiest. Yeah,
Well, what's it?
yeah. He's the
He
classiest.
fits right into that mold,
team he
right?
cheered up
Like,
for, and they are flooded with prospects.
The thing about the one saving grace for Dubas is if there's a trade and the return is it's just not going to be
No,
what
it's
you would
gonna be-
want. You could just
what was I supposed to?
we owed it to Sid.
Yep.
That's all you need to say, and fans can be upset and disappointed, but they can't really crush him.
I'm not worried about him.
But you know what that's all I'm
He's had a
saying
nice
is
life.
when you look at the return, well, that's a bad deal. Well, yeah, but Sid
That's how we treat our superstars.
Sid earned
Yeah.
the right to end his career how he chooses.
Well, that might be the wisest move if he decides. Okay, see you, Malkin, and also Letang and Carlson. Adios.
Yeah.
And then
you can
you're
turn
back-
around quick if you move all those.
Then
guys.
you're into the McKenna DuPont.
Yep.
And you could have not gotten anything back if he just leaves as a free agent instead of extending.
which would have been this summer in theory, 'cause he
Right,
signed
so-
last fall. Yeah,
He's
No.
already done you another favor.
yeah, signing way under
Such a
market.
good guy. Yeah, such a good guy. That's it.
Good dude.
So where do you want him to go, Jack?
Phoenix.
They got a team yet?
Oh, he'll be the catalyst. to
Oh,
bring
it'd be
it
so
back.
good. Mullet Arena.
Calgary? No, probably Colorado.
Colorado's the fun storyline because it's the Cole Harbor, Nathan MacKinnon thing.
And they're good. And they
very-
got bounced in the first round.
and their center depth is good, not great.
I just remember you thinking because I saw it pop up the other day. I forget where it was, but it was McKinnon in that locker room afterwards.
Pissed.
He's like, well,
sour.
they were missing this guy and they didn't have this guy. And we still, I don't know what the hell we're going to do.
Yeah.
It was kind of like
That was the Heiskanen was out
Yeah.
in round 1, and I think Robertson was kind of
something like that. Yeah. It's like, well, this guy was hurt. This guy wasn't even playing. We still couldn't get by them.
Yeah.
Put an 87 out there.
Well, and they got Brock Nelson, who is not young but is a good center. If he's your
Oh.
number 3 center, I really like Colorado. If he's your number 2 center, I don't know.
I get it, but Colorado's boring. I like the team. I like.
Be fun to watch.
I just
they?
mean in general. If he went to Montreal,
Oh yeah,
right? Like
He's going to the Mecca.
yes,
Like you don't think about great hockey markets, think about Denver. It's a good one. But it's
Nah.
not a historic, original. It's like all the
No.
pageantry and history. That venue in the playoffs.
I
It
want,
would be a circus if he went to Montreal.
yes, I want those goosebumps that they cause you when their fans are wound tight and the whole.
Picture it. You ready?
Just speaking French.
I can't.
Zuccolor.
Hockey night in Canada. Opening night. The Bell Center. Sidney Crosby, 87. Bleu, blanc et rouge. Face off. The other side. Connor McDavid and the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, you had to go there. Jeez. So this is 26.
This is
Fall
what hockey
26.
This is right away.
This is what hockey needs.
We got some things to work out here quick.
I'll give you a year to figure that out. Opening, or
Yeah.
maybe it's round 1.
You
of the
know,
push.
We'll get our
Text
Nashville trip.
tree.
We'll get the website up to date, and then
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
get to
we'll
work on
that
this.
after.
This
Yeah.
like that.
Do you like it?
And if you look at Montreal, they've got a bunch of good young wingers. The center position's a little thin. Like Nick Suzuki's a good player. Is he a 1C that measures up against the 1Cs of all the other contenders? Probably not.
Becomes a real damn.
He's a
fine
damn good
one.
2C if you bring Sid in. I'll tell you that.
Is it going to just selfishly now?
Yeah.
Thinking in our little worlds, do we have Hab fans that are going to become really
Oh,
hard?
the
to take?
DUG
so-
is going to
yeah.
be
Right?
Yeah.
There's going to be some real belligerent.
But they've been
ignorant-
so irrelevant for the
I'd
last
rather
decade. I mean, they
them
had the
than
COVID
Toronto.
run that was just totally hocus pocus, but generally speaking, it's been a rough go for a while. But they'll be obnoxious. Yes.
Yeah.
It was like the end of the 10 years of darkness for the Oilers. You're like, yeah, whatever. I don't really mind them that much. And then they got good again. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Another lottery win.
It's true. Yeah.
No, Montreal fans.
But Montreal's aren't as obnoxious.
They're
They're going to be trumpeting their 25 Stanley Cups if they get one. With
they
Sid.
typically don't beat each other up.
They burn police cars, but yeah, they don't. It's not sweat
That's
hockey.
the
like
hooligans
Edmonton.
that are pretending to be. It's not those.
Montreal,
Go to Montreal.
Hartford.
Love Hartford. Great town.
It would feel right though. That just historic franchise, wouldn't it?
I guess so.
I'm trying to think of
Yeah.
a jersey that would just be more prestigious for Sid as an East Coaster, where everyone grows up.
Well, it's
cheering
a-
for the Habs or Bruins.
I mean, to double back on the Four Nations thing, that crowd in Montreal.
Oh, that's
opening night
Yeah.
fights.
you can't beat
Sid-
a Montreal
Like for
crowd.
Sid, they were crazy
Yeah,
for him.
You
Yeah.
cannot beat a Montreal crowd.
Yeah.
There's
Impossible.
none. Zero.
Well, this McDavid Crosby Leafs, so we should try and get tickets. Maybe we
it's
can
gonna be
do.
expensive.
We'll do that one and then the Nashville trip in late October. Is that too much?
Nope.
We're
Wow,
gonna
we
need some
got
time to
big
get all these
budget.
The
trades
Mick
done.
Crosby Leaf.
Maybe we
Hab
make
trip.
that round one opening night for the playoffs.
Okay, we can get to that
2-3
one.
in the Atlantic.
Whew.
Hey, buddies, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Also, if you could throw in a like and subscribe, it does help us out with what it is we are doing. And check out more at flamesnation.ca.